I got a base, which is stand-up. Can't take that away from me. You keep booking me in comedy clubs. I'll go rent a bar room in a hotel and do my own comedy shows. I'll four-wall it. I'll produce it and star in it and do everything. So I'm going to find a way to make some money.
Willie D Live.
What's the most important piece of game he gave you?
Be yourself.
With you.
Be yourself. It's like Pop, be yourself. Always be yourself. Be yourself. Be your own man, guy. Be your own man. That was Bernie. Always just be yourself. And that's what I learned because he was himself. You know what I'm saying? You know, back then, you know, Hollywood said they couldn't understand him. That's why he wasn't acting earlier in his career because they feel like they didn't understand him. But Bernie stayed himself. So he made them come to him. He's like, I'm not changing. This is who I am. And, you know, the thing with being comedians and also as you being, you know, an MC, we can always go out and make some money. We can say no to those roles that we don't want to fucking play, right? You can have us cooning and buffooning and doing things we don't want to do because we can always go make some money with that stand-up. A lot of actors, unfortunately, if that's all they do, they got to take some of these roles they really don't want to take. Because they done moved to LA, I moved to New York, they got this high-ass rent, they got this car note, got this lifestyle they didn't live for themselves, and now they got to take this role they really don't want to do because ain't nothing else there. So to do stand-up, I can say no to that. I can take a break from acting and focus on stand-up or focus on producing or directing because I got a base, which is stand-up. Can't take that away from me. You keep booking me in comedy clubs. I'll go rent a bar room in a hotel and do my own comedy shows. I'll four-wall it. I'll produce it and star in it and do everything. So I'm going to find a way to make some money.
At what point in your career did you get to the point where you said, I'm going to be myself no matter what. I'm still going to talk about politics. If I don't like a motherfucker, I'm going to speak on it. I know people be coming at me from time to time. I make them uncomfortable, but this is me, and this is what I'm comfortable with. You know,
I always kind of been an asshole before that, but I became more aware of it as I got older, and you own yourself. Because DL gave me some very good advice very early in my career. We did a show. My first show, I think, on the road was in Bermuda, right? We did a show in Bermuda, and he was like, man, you know what's so funny? When you start doing stand-up, you try to be everybody else but yourself. And after a while, you're just like, you know what? I'm just funny being me. And that's true. We try to mimic who we look up to, and we sound like them a little bit. Then we kind of form our own style. After hearing Pac, you know, saying that very early in my career, you kind of find your voice and find who you are. And like, man, fuck, let me just be me. And then when I'm hosting, I was always the most myself. But when I started headlining, I was trying to be somebody different. And then I was just, man, if I can get the same energy headlining that I do hosting, I'm going to kill this bitch. I'm going to kill this game. I'm going to kill this motherfucking game.
Let me stop right there.
Yeah. Kill this bitch. Yeah, I had to follow it up real quick. That can be edited in a whole bunch of places.
You know they going to get the sound back.
Right. Yeah. And you start.
Torry said,
I'm going to kill this bitch.
He's going to kill the bitch. Man, you everywhere. Them blogs,
I'm going to kill this bitch.
You alive, man.
But so what I did was I finally got comfortable enough headlining as I was hosting. And that's my voice. That's me. You know, that's who I am. And that's why you get so many different sides of me on stage. That's why the Guy Torry Comedy Show Live is the best damn comedy show, period. And I stand on that. I'm a standing on business.
Yeah. Yeah, you standing on business, absolutely, man.
But to finish answering that question, because politics and sex and money and religion is who the fuck I am. So that's what I'm going to talk about on stage. So some comics are not wired that way. They get mad at some comics for not being political. If that's not who you are, then stay away from it because you may fuck it up.